Well, in today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the Insta360 X5, also known as the Gap Cam. Now, let's just say, for starters, this thing shoots in 8K and it's a 360 action cam. Truthfully, I was going to go with either this or the GoPro Hero Max, and I've seen a lot of better reviews on this guy. Now, yes, I bought the newest one, so I paid a very, very pretty penny for it, but I also want to say, since it's new, you guys will actually enjoy it. This thing specifically has a 5.7K 60 FPS active HDR video, which is good because whoever shoots past the normal 4K at 60 FPS in HDR video and has incredibly smooth everything, well, good for you. Now, it's also got a new wind guard for clearer audio. It's got waterproof to 49 feet or 15 meters, AI-powered editing, and an auto backup to cloud. But you have to get the Insta360 Plus subscription for that. So, without further ado, I think let's go ahead and unbox this and let's try it out. This thing's pretty simple. Every moment, any angle, no limits. Now, this guy here, it's a pretty beefy camera. I haven't charged this yet, which is also probably a thing that I probably should do before shooting, but honestly, I just need to go get gas and I think we should be able to rock it that way. You do get a USB Type-C to USB connection here, which I'm assuming is pretty much a good way to charge it because I don't have a charger. I also don't know if this comes with it, but this is the battery. I've now put also a micro USB in here because that's all it takes. So it's basically like a GoPro on steroids. So let's continue to open this. So this appears to be, I think, a carrying case because that's what it's really feeling like here. Yep, I would be correct. It is a carrying case, and then I believe what's inside is indeed, yep, the USB Type-C to USB Type-C, and then a microfiber cloth to clean off the lens. So you might be asking yourself, how do you charge it? Well, that is a good question, but essentially you want to make sure that obviously you have an adapter. Now, this is just a big old manual, which obviously we don't need. And actually, that's it. That's all that's in the box. So you got the camera, you got a case, you got a charging cable with no dock, and you have a screen cleaner. Cool. Now, the X5 allows you to shoot in 8K with a 360-degree video and amazing sensors. A triple AI chip for superior low light, shooting first, frame later, an invisible selfie stick effect, and a flow state stabilization for 360 video horizontal lock. Absolutely necessary. The higher the resolution doesn't always mean the better, because when you're post-production, you're editing, it means it's going to be a large file. And also when you're just trying to import files, it is going to be a very big file. So imagine you're doing a Gap Cam and it's a 30-minute long video at 8K. That's going to be a very, very big file. So I've turned this on. I've played around with it for a little bit, and it's exactly like a GoPro. You have all the settings in the world that you could play with. I mean, you could shoot up to 8K, and I think it was between 30 FPS and 60, but I'm on 4K. Again, the higher the resolution, the bigger file size, and 4K is honestly more than what people can normally see. So quite impressive what this thing can do. There's obviously way more modes to it. I don't even know what this does. Oh. Hello. Oh, so it's the shutter button. So you have the shutter button and you have the menu button. It's mounted, boys. I'm a little scared, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how. Obviously, if I had this in New York, I'd be absolutely freaking busted, but I am in Indiana. I haven't taken any of the lens covers off yet, so there might be a little thing here. But the only thing I don't like about this so far, you have to hit the record in the app or photo or anything. Versus normally GoPros are literally like, you just hit the record button on the back and it's good. So sucks. Let's go test this out. Now, out of this 12-minute video, you're only going to see about 2 minutes worth. And I can safely say the audio of this, since I'm a car guy and this is really the main use of what I would have this camera for, is actually pretty good. Now, you could probably deter the wind noise with a dead cat fur mic, which is a little thing that you could put actually on the microphone, and it might help out a little bit better. But truthfully, I don't think you need it. Now, you can automatically set the picture quality. So yes, if you're at 8K, 5.7K, or 4K, you could also do what's known as a standard color quality, vivid color quality, or a flat image color quality, which essentially is video raw. in my case, as I am a car guy, I use Apple CarPlay sometimes. Now, since the Insta360 only operates via app and the Wi-Fi connection from the app, Wi-Fi, and the camera, you can't use CarPlay as well, which theoretically, I guess that does make sense, but just as an FYI, turn the Apple CarPlay off. Oh, it's getting pretty dark out. Okay, again, one of the biggest selling points of this camera is the low light. So I really want to make sure that for $530, I'm going to get something that has a great low light setting, which GoPro lacks heavily. It's low light time, nighttime, let's go. Okay, so you have seen the Insta360 X5 in not only regular daylight, but also low light. I will have to say there's a couple things that you need to do in order to actually extract the files from the Insta360. And that is the Insta360 Studio. So if you're brand new to these 360 cameras like myself, understand that it's not as easy as just plugging it into the computer with the micro SD card and then bam, you got it. It actually converts it to an Insta360 LRV file and then an invis file, which is basically like the invisible effect. So with that being said, this is what the Insta360 Studio is. It's very simple, very easy to use. You have your task centers, and then you have the export. Now, cool thing is that it automatically detects the file, so you can automatically import, or you could honestly just manually do it like I do. Again, you have to download that in order to actually convert the files to an MP4. So essentially, you're rendering the video 2 different times, because obviously if you're trying to make a YouTube video as well, you're probably gonna put it in Adobe Premiere, or you could just use the 360 Studio. But I prefer the Adobe Premiere because I like my personal custom settings. Truthfully, I don't know how the GoPro 360 cam works. I would assume it's probably a mixture of the GoPro Studio app as well as maybe a button on the side, which again, one of the biggest things that I'm kind of like about is the fact that it doesn't have an external button. But then again, who's using a 360 cam and taking a selfie like this? Probably nobody. The only way to control the Insta360 is via the Insta360 app. So let's ask ourselves, what are we actually going to use this camera for? What are the intentions of this camera? Because it is very expensive, and of course, why buy something so expensive? Now, the reason why I bought it was because truthfully, I wanted to try out a 360 cam. I've never had one in my entire life, and I think this was a very good first experience. However, the brand new one, an Insta360 X5, again, brand new, just came out, and I'm very impressed with it, but it is very expensive. My use is for permanently the car. There's no point in using this for gaming. It's not gonna mean anything. I'm not gonna spend this much on a camera just to shoot some cinematics. So this is primarily for the car. But again, is it worth it? I think for the people that are really trying to get those nice little back-end POV vibes, or like the nice 360 videos, or anything that's in that realm, I think it's worth it. But if you're just simply somebody that just wants this to want it and to record some things here and there, I don't think it's worth it. I think you could definitely spend $500+ on something a lot better for your use. But in terms of the 360 camera, this thing's actually amazing. Shout out to Insta360 for making such a great product. They didn't sponsor this video or anything. I just, again, wanted to try out my first 360 camera, and I've loved it.